What's up guys, welcome back to another video. We are doing something a little different today. It's not going to be a vlog, but we are doing 10 tips for surviving high school. I'm a high school senior and high school art teacher. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Tipton.
You've probably seen him if you watch the vlogs, so nothing new here. We're just going to start off with tip number 1. Do your stuff, right? Homework, study, responsibilities. You gotta get your stuff done first, and then it creates like this weird butterfly effect, and you can you earn trust with your parents, you earn trust with teachers, and that enables you to do all the fun stuff that you've been wanting to do as long as you just get your stuff done first. But it can work the other way around too. If you don't get your stuff done, then it goes the other way and it just kind of snowballs, and all of a sudden you have 3 tests and 10 zeros and you're like, wow.
Tip number 2, I learned this in college. Chew gum or eat peppermints while you're studying. And then when you take a test or are doing something in class, chew that same flavor gum or peppermints and you will recall more. I don't know why it works, but it does.
Yeah, it's weird.
So that's tip number 2.
Alright, tip number 3. Find something you love and stick to it. In high school, I did a lot. I did like a bunch of stuff, and it's really easy to get burnt out. But I recommend that you find something that you like, whatever it is. If it's sports, activities, clubs, something at church, whatever it is, find something you love, stick to it, and put as much energy as you can into it, and you'll see it pay dividends as it progresses in your years.
All right, so I see this mistake made a lot. Quit worrying about finding a boyfriend or a girlfriend in high school. It's fun to date, but I see so many people worrying about this stuff that they lose track of friends that they've had since they were in elementary school, and they're worried about this, so their schoolwork suffers. They get in trouble with their parents because they're too worried about what this other thinks. Plus, you guys are not likely to find a soulmate in high school. I mean, I know they exist, high school sweethearts are a thing, but it's very rare. Neither one of you are gonna be who you are in 5 years. You'll look back at this time and not recognize yourself.
It's just not worth it.
And you only get this time once. Like, once it's gone, you don't get it back. It's not supposed to be the best part of your life, but it doesn't need to be the worst part of your life. And, you break up with your girlfriend and it affects your entire friend group.
That's a good point too.
There's so much to do, to experience. You cut yourself short when you make your world one person.
Alright, tip number 5. Treat people right. It's pretty obvious. It really shouldn't be something that should be difficult, but it is. You just see it happen every day. People just aren't treating people right, and it's not cool. So be kind, and you'll watch, when you're kind to people, your reputation takes care of itself. If you just be kind to people, people will want to be your friend, and your reputation will take care of itself. Trust me. It's like one of the most important things I think in high school is to be kind to people, because you're setting those good habits for the future out. If you go in like a business world or whatever you're gonna do, if you're kind to people, it goes into all aspects. And it's good to mature a little bit in high school. It's good to mature in high school.
All right, so I guess the big thing you need to understand is teachers can't teach you everything. Like, we can tell you, what you need to know, but the learning is going to be a lot of you alone in a room figuring it out. We can point you in the direction, but it's really up to you to push yourself down that trail. Understand, we're not going to give you everything you need to know. We're going to give you the advice, we're going to give you the knowledge base, but you're going to have to push it. You're going to have to learn it. That's how teaching works.
Alright, tip number 7. This is actually a quote from Theodore Roosevelt that I really, really, really love. I think I found it last year. It says, "Do what you can, where you are, with what you have." Do what you can, where you are, with what you have. So that really helped me a lot, because I have big dreams. I want to go do some pretty cool stuff. And so sometimes it's really frustrating in high school to go through, the daily routine, every day, sports, school, working, whatever. you know, it can get really frustrating, like you're not getting anywhere, and you may have these huge dreams that you want to go do. But that quote really helped me a lot because it showed me just do what you can where you are with what you have. It's okay. So like I would start listening to podcasts and just some other things that would really help me do what I want to do in the future, just learning as much as I can and using my time wisely. And it has really, really helped me to come out of high school with some extra knowledge in what I want to do.
All right, so when you collect a bunch of anybody together, men, women, children, teenagers, you're gonna run into some drama. There's gonna be differing opinions. There's gonna be so many situations that come up in your 4 years in high school. You have to understand, it may seem huge, but it's not. So my advice, my tip, is to relax. This too shall pass.
Yeah. Perspective, man. It's not a big deal. It's just high school, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, you want to keep your grades up stuff so you can get scholarships later. That's a big deal. But, you know, you got your whole life ahead of you, you know? It's not a big deal.
Relax.
Next tip number 9. Balance is key, okay? It's super, super, super important to be able to balance your time and your energy. Because like I said, I did a lot of stuff. I did sports, I did groups, I did activities, I was involved in church, I was involved in all of this stuff, honors classes. And if you don't value your time, if you don't understand that you have to take care of yourself first, then you're gonna get burnt out. And rather than just stopping a little bit and taking that time to just rest, recuperate, and get back on it, you find that you'll burn out, your body will say, you know what, I'm shutting down, you'll get sick, and then you have to stop everything for a couple days, and you won't have any control over it because you'll be sick. So balance your time. It's okay to say no. Learn to say no to some things, to some extra things, and the skill to be able to prioritize in high school is super, super important. And I'm learning a lot more too that, you know, just in general, balance is key to life, you know, not just high school. So continue to build good habits right now and they'll pay dividends in the future.
I could use a little balance in my life.
Yeah, balance is good, you know?
All right, so my last point number 10, tip, I guess it is. Don't come in with the mindset that it's students versus teachers or students versus the faculty or the administrators, because that's not what it's about. Every teacher I know is in this because we love our students. We're not here to punish you. We're here to help you become what you can become. Every one of us sees potential in you. And so there's naturally going to be some pushback from you guys because you may not necessarily be interested in what we're trying to push on you. But we're not trying to punish you. We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to put more on you than you can handle. We see your potential and we're trying to help you push yourself and become what we know you can be.
Yeah, and it's okay to be understanding. It's really good to be, as a student, understanding to teachers because, you know, they have a bunch of students they have to deal with, and there's a lot of students that they probably don't like. And so you got to just be understanding to that fact, and the better relationships you have with your teachers, the more flexible they're willing to be with you, which can come in huge later on if you're struggling with something.
Sure. We're all fighting the same war. We're all trying to get you to the next thing, right? Consider that.
Yeah. So these have been our 10 tips, a guide, our 10 tips for surviving high school. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, hit that alert bell icon so you know when I post videos. Let me know what you think of this. Did you like this better than the vlogs? Would you like to see more of this? So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.
That was 4, now we're 5.
Okay. Alright, hold on. So, try not to hit your hand on it because it shakes.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. In the comments, so.